Hello everyone, this is Vicky Stitchnbutton, and today is the 22nd of October. It is Wednesday night, and I am back for my bi-weekly update on my stitching and progress and finishes. I've got finishes. Well, I've got a finish, a couple of fully finished, one, and my finish is almost a fully finished. I just have to put it back on it. I finished 2 crochet things, and I've got some starts, and I've got giveaway winners, and I have 2 more things to give away, and I actually did some stitching. I think I was pretty productive, although I sit here, I'm like, I don't feel like I did anything in 2 weeks. And then I pull out all this stuff, and I'm like, maybe I did a little bit, right? So let's get on with it. I did decide to do some of the starts that I said I was going to do. There's a few more that I might do before the end of the month, I think. We'll see. Let's get in with what I've actually finished, right? So I said I had 2 crochet finishes. What I did was I watched a video on how to Tunisian crochet, and that is one of those longer hooks, and you keep it on there almost like a knitting. It's like a half knit, half crochet type situation. And in my last video, if you're interested, there is a link in the description box for TL Yarn Crafts, because that's the one that I followed the tutorial. My 2 finishes are these ear warmers. Do I need ear warmers in Florida? No, I do not. But I know people that are in cold climates. So I did one in an off-white and one in a blue, because that's the yarn I had handy. I like them. I think they're cute. The only thing I found, okay, this is the beginning side, and it's nice and straight. The other side is kind of, so I got to figure out how, I mean, technically it would be a turnaround for regular crochet, but this is the best. She shows you, and I thought I was getting the hang of it, but no matter what I do, I'm just not making it look right. There's a couple spots where it looks good, and then it doesn't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And maybe I need to use not so dark. This one, I don't think I had a hang of it. This one, I think because it was such a dark yarn, it was harder for me to see where I need to be. Practice makes perfect. But I'm not mad at it, and I figure with that side, that can go down at the back of your neck, and you'll never see it. The top part will be nice. Right? Right. So I finished those. I'll put those here. What did I do? I did some FFOing. Oh, here's my finish. This is Haunted Hearse by Satsuma Street, and I just need to put the felt on the back. And I think he's so cute. I might get a couple more of these. I don't know. I did like this one. I didn't like every last one of them, but I think this one was cute. So keeping that in mind, I'm trying to figure out where to put this right now. I will put this here because I need to put the felt on it. I was in the sewing room, and I have an FFO, and here he is. This is a sheep by, looks like I finished in 2023, and it's by Amy Brooken, and it may have been a freebie, or it may have been in one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I don't know. So this is how I ended up finishing them. Now on the back, there is a glue mark on the fabric. I'll show you, and I'm not quite so crazy about that, so I need to figure out. I mean, technically, when you hang it, you're going to see this side anyway. But if it continues to bother me, I may take another piece of fabric or a piece of felt or something and put it on the back. So, but that's where he is right now. And I think he's cute. I just have to put a little hang thing on there, which is not a big deal. And my big FFO is this one. This is Lemons, Limes, and More. It is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I don't remember what year right now. I finished this in 2018. I started it in 2000, I don't know what, before 2007, because that's the year I left Philly, and I had already had this started. So I bet you I started in like 2002 or 2005, somewhere around there. And for the longest time, I just had a corner done on it. I think I started... no, I had the center part done, and I think I had gone over here, and that's all I got done. And then I finally went gangbusters on it, and I finished it in 2018. I love it. I love the whole series of pillows. I even like the onions and the cabbage and the pumpkins and all the weird ones that she did. But this is the one I started with. I finished it in 2018, and then I had to find the perfect fabric. So I finally found the perfect fabric, and it was this one. I had to remember to look for it also all the times I went fabric shopping, and then it had to jump out at me. So this is the one I decided on. It was at Joann's before they closed. Then I needed a pillow form. I went to go buy a pillow form. They wanted $35 for 2. And I was like, no, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. I didn't want to fully stuff it with fiber fill because it would not turn out as nice. So what I ended up doing was going to the thrift store. The thrift store always has throw pillows. So I knew that this was about 12 or 13 square. So I just went in and I found a pillow that I thought was about the right size. And I bought it for $2.99, $2 or $3. It wasn't, maybe $4 at the most. And I just took the cover, I think it was some kind of lightweight upholstery fabric, and I just popped it open and pulled the pillow form out. And then the only thing is, I was hoping to get closer to the size of the stitching. It didn't happen. It's fine. I had to add some to the outside, and I'm not mad about that. On the pattern, it showed where they put some kind of large piping or ruching or some kind of ruffle, something. I didn't want that either. I thought plain was better because, I mean, it's busy enough, right? So it's done. Now, what I did do was I made it one of those flip pillow. See, there's the pillow form. So I could easily take this out and wash it if I wanted to. It's done with DMC. I'm happy with it. I always back all of my stitching with a lightweight interface anyway, and that's what I did with this, so the stitches won't come loose, and I'm happy with that. So there we go, lemons, limes, and more. The designer is, was it Donna or Diane? One of them, because they were sisters. Giampa Vermilion, and I know that Just Cross Stitch has since released the individual charts, so you can look for them. I have grapes. You may have seen, if you watch me for a while, you know that I have grapes started. And finishing that sort of gave me the kick to kind of want to start stitching on my grapes now, because I actually have grapes fabric. There's possibilities. I've got a long way to go, and that one's got tweeting, so we'll see. What else have I been up to? I did some starts. I said I was going to start on the 13th. I was going to start Simply Live, and I did a hashtag primitive needle reboot. Jessie Marie started with me. I think she did, which is hollow. And I like this one for the sentiment. Live simply, that others may simply live, which is yes. I am stitching this on 32 count Magnolia. I don't know if it's from Pictures Plus. I just know it's Magnolia. I like the color. It's a good neutral. And I'm using, what am I using? I am using, okay, so she gives conversions, like what they called for on the Valdani, and I just picked what I had. I think I did pretty good. I had something of whatever between the weeks. I didn't even look at the crescent colors. Anyway, I am this far. I ended up doing 710 stitches to start. 710 stitches. I think I did a few prompts and I was enjoying the stitch. I have this in Pattern Keeper. I do believe it's in Pattern Keeper. Maybe it's a Markup XP. I'm so confused. I don't even know. Anyway, the needle minder is no longer available, but I thought it was very apropos to have Freddie Mercury on something that just says, you know, so that others may simply live. So that's where we are with that one. Not sure when that comes out again, because you'll see in my plans I still have things to do. But I got a good healthy start on that one. Next up, this I blame on Kate. Who else started this? And EJ. And they decided to start a boomerang stitches. Now I know that, I don't know if EJ started City Lights or not. Or is it Shelia? Shelia? Shelia's doing this one, City Lights. I like City Lights. Kate is doing the butterfly, the monarch butterfly one. This reminds me of Philly, just pigeons in general, flying rats. It's the city bird, right? And I had been looking at this one anyway, and I did buy one boomerang stitches from Sammy J at Tiny Hummingbird. I'm trying to remember. I got the Stitchy Bug one, but I was looking at the other ones, and I decided to get this on the PDF because it's just easier. And I decided to stitch this just on white even weave. I put a 28 count white even weave using the DMC colors. I ended up putting 625 stitches on it. I started in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, and the cheesesteak binder. I don't know if I have any more in there available, but I might. And you could just check it out in my albums if you go to the group. But I thought cheesesteak, Philly, pigeons, it checks all the boxes for me. I should put it in my Eagles bag. I don't have it in my Eagles bag right now. I have it in this because that's where I just kitted it up at. These bags I bought off of Amazon. You can get like 10, I think it was 10. 2 of each color, you get 10 of them, and I think it was like 20 bucks. It's got 2 pockets, and I thought that was good for kitting up. But I think I need to put this in my Eagles, in my Philadelphia Eagles bag. I need to dig that out because I finished my Philly special. So this needs to go in there now. So that is City Lights from the boomerang stitches. I'm going to put that like that for now. And it hangs. What is next? I ended up starting Coffee Addiction, which I had wanted this. I think I even bought, no, did I buy it? No, I waited until it went on sale, but I had been eyeing it up, and I kept on, no, I'm not going to start it. And then Jessie Marie started hers, and I'm like, I still want to start it. So I figure if it's on your mind over and over again, it's something you definitely want to start, right? So I bought it. It happened to be on sale. It was calling to me, right? And instead of doing the black on white, because it is the monochromatic, I decided to go more of a coffee color. By the way, it's by Stitch and Jules Design. And I am stitching mine on 22 count oatmeal Aida. And I'm using all 3371 instead. So I'm going with the oatmeal Aida because it gives that sort of coffee burlap look. And then, of course, a dark brown works. And I started in the bottom left-hand corner. And I ended up doing 461 stitches to start. It needs more. Definitely needs more. But it's an easy stitch. And coffee, why not some Dunkin' Donuts, right? I think I still have those needle minders also available. I think they're in the sale, in one of the sale folders. So that is Coffee Addiction. Let's get this put away. And there's more, guys. I have stitched more. Like I said, I did get stuff done, and I just felt like I wasn't really doing much, but apparently little bits equal much. I don't know. Come on, fold. Okay. So that's Stiff Ada. And he's in my Trash Panda bag. How cute. Last night, this was my last stitching. I still have more stitches besides this, but last night and the night before, I did some stitches. It was one of the categories. Which category? Scenic. It was one of the Whipgo's, and it was for a scenic one. And Around the World in 80 Days. I have not stitched on this since 2023. This is another one that I looked at. I had it. I was like, I think I want to start that. And it took me like 2 years before I was like, you know what? I'm kitting it up. I'm starting it. I had started it a while ago. I can tell you. I think I started it in 2021, in November of 2021. I only got a little bit done on it. Then I worked on it in 2023, only got a little bit done on it. I don't know why, but the stitching flow wasn't with it. And I gotta say, the last couple of days, I really did enjoy stitching on it. And I got just over 509 stitches. This is Little House Needleworks, Around the World in 80 Days. And just know, this is all full coverage. From here on down is full coverage. So I wouldn't even say it's a whole 2/3. It's almost half. And I am stitching this on 32 count Poltergeist by Silk Weaver. And I've got my Duck U needle minder on this. And that's how far I got. Basically, I had a little bit of the water left. I finished that up. I did the trees that you see and the red house portion. Did that. I did the birds, wings on the one bird and almost a whole nother bird. They're like seagulls. I also did, let me see. Okay, that's supposed to be more water. I did all the green down here and this tree, and then I started these little people. Basically, I'd have a color on my needle and be like, okay, where's the next stitches at? And that's what I did. But I'm happy with my progress, and I actually enjoyed stitching on it this time, which is good, because I still like the pattern. I think part of it is it's a paper pattern, and I'm getting pretty spoiled with the Pattern Keeper and Markup XP. That's part of the reason. Although the pattern's not hard to read. She's not too bad with them. They're not too small, and then the symbols aren't horrible. I had to stitch Raven with Full Moon for Whipgo. I had to get another 300 stitches in, so I did pull that out. And this one is by Pandora X Stitch on Etsy. And it is a full coverage. I am stitching this on 16 count Dove Gray Ada, 2/1. And here is, it's sideways, haha. There's where I'm at. I started in the top left corner for this one. And 300 stitches in there somewhere. Basically, I'm doing typewriter method. I'm grabbing a color and just working it out and over and down. The page stops right around here somewhere. Not where the black is, but where the gray is. So I think I'm just trying to page complete at this point. And sometimes I feather into another page. And this Hot Mess Express needle minder is available in my group. So another 300 stitches on that for another Whipgo. Yeah, I think I have 2 bingos on my Whipgo, by the way. My 2 FFOs counted for this month for one of the squares that had the 2 FFOs. So I finished those for that. I also did 6 pillow FFOs for someone. That's a paid finishing. And I have a wall hanging left, and I have a flat fold that I did. And I have, okay, so for that person, there were 6 pillows, a flat fold, and a wall hanging. I just have the wall hanging left to do, and then I have a wall hanging for someone else to finish. Next up, the Fox of the First Snowflakes. This is my whip war that I am doing with Janice, who is the Northern Stitcher. She and I are playing the game of war. Okay, yeah. So she won the last one, and I had to do 50 stitches, and I think she did 500 or something. I did my 50 stitches, and this is where my little fox is. I have a total of, let's see, 3, 4, 550, 600 stitches on mine. And she's starting to catch up because she got another big one from the last one, and I only have to do 100 stitches. So That's what needs to be done on this next. Again, we're not trying to like inundate each other with stitches. We're just pulling as we can, or flipping, I should say, flipping the cards as we can. And I'm still enjoying it. So that goes here. And finally on my stitch stuff is put a bird on it. Okay, I'm stitching this on 32 count vintage Luna from Lakeside Linens. I am using Vicky Clayton silks. My last sitting, I ended up doing, I'm looking, I don't know how many stitches I did last time, because I know I stitched on it after my last video, but I ended up finishing this motif. So not bad. I finished that motif, and I forget where I was going to next. Let me see. Oh, my next one is going to be these birds. I'm going to go down here and do this area next, because I pulled the threads, and the one thread I pulled, I don't think that there's going to be enough thread on that to do that larger motif. So I chose a smaller one. I wasn't trying to fussy pick the threads, but that's the nature of the beast, right? So that's where I'm going to go with that. Giveaway winners. I have got giveaway winners. I had 2 charts that I'm giving away. One was the Modestly Sized Red Ship of Life. The other one is Monster Movie Night. And I went and did the spin right before I decided to record. And let me just put this out of the way. For Ship, which was this one right here, the winner is RV Stitcher. RV Stitcher. I don't know if I have your address. I might. It sounds very familiar that I might have it. So, RV Stitcher. The next one, I am also not sure, but I will look in my database here. For Monster Movie Night, the keyword was monster, and Susan Parent. Susan Parent, you have won this. I have a link in the description box below for my Google form. Go ahead and fill out the Google forms, or go and email me your mailing address, and I will get those 2 out to you. I have 2 more giveaways. One is an unclaimed, and that would be this one from Cricket Collection, We the People. So if you would like to win We the People, keyword is going to be people. And it's got a few different designs there. All right, and then I have another one. I am going to go ahead and give away my Lucy Beam chart, the Strawberry Scissor Fob kit. It's not kitted. The only thing that in there is the leftover threads. So, but the chart's in there. There you go. The keyword for this is going to be berry. B-E-R-R-Y, berry. All right. What do I have left? I have plans, and I have some things that I got in the mail. One thing I got in the mail was a gift from Kate. She got me a needle minder that says, I hate all of you. She knows I get in a mood. It's this little frog, and it also came with this mini needle minder. Look how cute. It's got a little mini magnets on the back. I think those are really cute. Thank you, Kate. I already talked to her about that. Very adorable. And then I got a package. I got a purple package from Sammy. And in it, I have her keep mine for a while until I have a substantial amount, I guess, enough to send, because I do get the fabric of the month. So 2 of my fabric of the months from Atomic Ranch Fabrics. This is terracotta. Almost said Atomicana. Who knows? And then Blue Ridge. And you know I love blue. So, terracotta and Blue Ridge. I am getting the 32 count. After this year, I think I'm done with fabric of the months altogether. I did this on a whim because I had never gotten their fabric, and I saw them in person. I thought they were great, And it's not that I don't think they're great. It's just that sometimes you just got to give, right? I had also ordered Harvest Moon from Tiny Modernist. It's just so good. And these were, oh, these are my Needlework Marketplace orders. I've got Blue Corn from Ink Circles. I just love that. I love blue, and I just love the whole motif thing. And then I got this set of two, I got two of Poutini Tropical Birds. This one is, well, it's just animals in general. But anyway, oh my goodness. So I got the trio. Tropical Birds Trio 2025. I should say it's a trio series. Fall Animals Trio 2025. How cute. How cute. Oh, here's my Stitchy Bug from Boomerang. I think he's cute. I mean, I hate bugs and everything, but I think that's cute. And then I'm sure this house and this bird is going to be agonizingly large, but for some reason I like this. It is Holly Reese from Hello from Liz Matthews and her mother, Kathy Barrick. So they got together and made this one. And then I bought from Primitive Hair, I bought the Woodland Stitchy Friends, the Hedgehog. I saw adorable. I didn't even look at the chart. I just was like, oh, cool. Oh, that's a nice size chart. That'll be easy to read. You could stop whining now. We went out. He's fine. So that's what I got from Sammy. Now, I did end up seeing April from Primitive House Needleworks. She does the boards, and I can't remember her Etsy name. Anyway, she did a D-stash, excuse me. She did a D-stash anyway on one of the D-stash groups. And she had some good prices on some stuff. So I bought this little kit. Busy Bee. It's called a pinball. Basically, it's a kit. It's got the foam core pre-cut, and it's got that design. And it's got, I don't know if it's got the stitching fabric in it, but it definitely has the backing fabric and ribbon. And she had some fabrics in here, 32 count unknown it says, but it's this color. It's like a latte color, like that. And I think that's a fat quarter, and this is a 16th, and it's a 36 count Edmund linen fabric. It's just a natural. And then a 9x19 in kelp from Fabric Flare. And I don't know what count it is. It's either 32 or 28 count. It's fine. It's a linen though. It's not the even weave one. It's one of the slushies. But I thought that would be cute for something smaller. And plus I think that was only like $3 to add on. It was not a big deal. And now plans. I plan on trying not to lose my mind. I have the FFOs to finish, and then I have switched gears. I was going to do, my next batch of bags was just going to be some random stuff that I wanted to get done, but then I decided, you know what, it's close enough. I'm going to do Christmas bags. I have not brought the fabric in here or done any previews on the group, but that's what I'm going to do. So after I do the FFOing, I am going to do a batch of Christmas bags, and then there's a couple of other randoms that I have to do anyway, so they'll go in there. As far as stitching goes, my Eagles actually won this past week, because the week before and the week before that they lost, and they signed Brandon Graham back on the defense, so hopefully they can keep those points down on the other team. Which means that my gridiron grind, I am behind. I am way behind. I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full weeks behind, guys. I have got to kick it in gear and catch up. That being said, and this is for both whips, by the way, because I caught up to the 14th. I was totally caught up. The 21st gives me 330 stitches I got to do for both Space Traveler and my 1940 Indian. For the 28th, I have 310 for each of them. October 5th, I have 210. No, I have 170, because that's the week we lost. October 9th, another 170, because, again, we lost against the Giants. Which, by the way, we already have to play the Giants just next week. So we only, we played them. 2 weeks later, we play them again. And then, for this last game, I have 280 stitches. So I've got a lot of stitches to do for Gridiron. It's fine. Everything's fine, right? For Whipgo, I have one of the two done for this month. The other one I actually have here, and it's Tiger Lily. Plus, I have to do something that has beads for Whippagories. So here goes Tiger Lily. I need to put at least 300 stitches in on her. I'm going to stitch that tonight. That is my plan. I have also, what else do I have to do? My Around the World in 80 Days, that's 1. My Haunted Hearse, closest to a finish, that's 2. My Beads and Specialty Stitches, that's 3. So I have, for seasonal, I picked Winter Sampler. For Oldest Whip, Animal Magnetism. Well, she went and called the categories for next month. I have to stitch Animal Magnetism again next month. I know, it's beautiful. I just have to get out. It's reading the chart. It's all reading the chart, guys. The other categories, less than 10 colors. I am thinking with less than 10 colors, a long dog has to come out. Either a long dog or my coffee addiction, because it's all one color. So number 2 has a border. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do for has a border. I'm going to have to go actually put eyes on my stuff and see what I want to do. Number 4 is Sal. I don't know, guys. I have my Extraordinary Birds that is woefully behind. I could work on that. I could work. There's a few things I started with people that would be considered a sale. So stay tuned. I haven't decided on that one just yet. And then I have Oldest Whip, sale, Flora and Fauna. I don't know. Flora and Fauna. I don't know. I haven't obviously thought about it too much. Jessie Marie's Whipgo choices should be coming up soon, which means when she gives us the choices for November, then we already know what December is going to be. So there you go. Stay tuned for that. I am trying to look around and see. Oh, I got my hair cut. It's a little bit shorter than I usually get. I'm not mad at it. She's like, is this long enough? I was like, that's good enough, because I know I'm going to have a little bit of shrinkage when my hair curls out. It's kind of deflected right now, don't even. But, it's fine. I just, having it this short does stop me, because I was thinking, do I want to go short? But this does stop me from going short, because first of all, I get my hair cut like once a year. Second of all, I would have to go and get my hair cut once every 2 weeks. And that's not going to happen. Plus, I'd have to do my own hair. I'd like to actually do something with it besides throw it back. So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it semi-long. How about that? I don't have anything else on the pipeline that I can think of right now. It is what? Almost Halloween. Next week is Halloween. Oh, and I did do my nails. What color is that? Black Tie Affair from Color Street. And I get mine from, I forget, I always put in VIP, but I forget exactly. It's Jen Upton's Watercolor Street group that I belong to. And I think these ones were in the 12 Days of Christmas one that I paid for last year. I figure we go dark. I couldn't decide if I wanted to leave this for maybe like New Year's, but this works. This works. All right, I need to get to stitching. I need to clean this up, and then I need to actually stitch and get some more coffee. And I might as well take the dog out while I'm at it, huh? All right. Don't forget to put keywords berry and or people in there for the giveaways, and I'll do that poll next week. I hope you all are doing well. I'm good. I hope you're good. Hang in there, and don't forget, don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.